Today we're going to be looking at the top 8 or partial top 8 of the European National Championship. But if we look at the top 8, we have 4 Sprite, 1 Adventurer, 1 Evilton, 2 Tearlament, 1 Rikka, Son of Avalon, and 1 Altergeist. Now, a lot of these decks were playing Mystic Mine. Well, the decks like the Altergeist and the Rikka. But let's get into it. First off, we have first place. Now, this is Marcus Patel's list, and it is insane because you have the Rikka core along with a small Sunvine Sun Avalon engine, which is only 8 cards. So this is very interesting. Now, I wished I could have saw this more so live, but it was a lot of fun listening to it and hearing all the interaction going back and forth. The MVP of the deck, though, was Rivalry of the Warlords. Floodgates galore, also Mystic Mine. So, Floodgates galore are being ran, and just so much other things too. As we could see, they're playing Ultimate Slayer in the side deck with the Evil Twin Link Monster. So that is also a very nice deck, along with the 1 Pinkertops and the 1 Feather Duster. Not that much of back row removal because a lot of people oversighted for the meta, but also didn't set enough back row removal, in my opinion. But let's get it on. I am really happy that Rikka finally did something. Eldritch has been doing something, so has Adamancipator. But Adamancipator really hasn't seen play since 2020. And I think they are the only deck without a top. Don't quote me on that. Out of that deck build set. But it was COVID time, so really there was 0 events for it. After that, we have Zeromundry's Tearlament Danger list. And this is a list I actually might play after the regional that's coming up for me this weekend. Tearlament is one of those decks that is really powerful because of what it does. Being able to mill bodies, get effects off of being sent to the graveyard by a card effect. That's what makes it work so well with dangers. You have Dark Grepher as a tech because all the main cards outside of Reno Heart are dark. And in my opinion, I really, really like this list. Being 44 cards definitely says it all, that he put as much as he could into it, and he wished he could have put more. Being opted in to run the 1 Galaxy Cyclone just for Mystic Mine or Search Engine cards is very good, next to Feather Duster in the side deck. But overall, I feel like that this is going to be our version of Tearlament that stays, because it's really the best variant, Danger Tearlament. But overall, running Gizmek Orochi in here is very, very useful. So you can really deal with Sprite. Fairy Tale Snow's there because, well, booking a card is very good and you're milling your whole deck most of the time. You also have things like, in the extra deck, Curious to dump whatever you need. This was the MVP for him. You also have Time Thief Redoer to snatch the top card. You can also have Abyss Dweller too, so you can hurt other decks, even the rematch as well. After that, we have Lars's. Lars's list is Altergeist Mystic Mine. Now, as we can see, it's a Altergeist engine with a Mystic Mine engine. There is a total copies of Mystic Mine of 8. along with Altergeist. Now, for the one of the main reasons that he lost, he ran out of names for Altergeist in the deck, but also kind of a misplay here and there because it's such a high tense match, and kind of had to do what you had to do. But I want to take a look at some of the techs that he ran. You have Lava Golem, very, very wonderful card into this format, especially playing stuff like Altergeist, because you could just, you don't care about your normal summon that much sometimes. Then after that, we see that he is running double Solemn Judgment in the main, one in the side, which is understandable to cut space. But let's talk about this side deck. You have Rivalry of the Lore Lords, Secret Village, and Set Rotation. Those are very, very good cards. Set Rotation definitely hurts tier limits a little, unless if they can get rid of the field spell. Maybe. But in my opinion, I really still don't like Altergeist even after this. And with Mystic Mine, I hope we have enough evidence now that Konami just bans the card, because it's toxic. And I want to see decks stray away from Mystic Mine and play something else. Next up, we have Matteo's Sprite list. Sprite, Evil Twin, Live Twin list. Now, I was going to run this version, but you really don't need that much of a Live Twin engine, which is just 4 or 5 cards in the main, 3 in the side deck, and then you could just buff out the rest of it with sprites. Now, with Matteo, he was running the Red Resonator because that's actually a very good tech. Then you also have other things like Artifact Scythe with Sanctum. I keep telling people that people play that. And also Enemy Controller, which is very, very good, because one of the things you could do, tribute the Roan Totem, take a monster, summon back the Roan Totem, just for free. Talents is there for the utility that you need. Mannequin Cat is really, really adorable in here because of what it does. And outside of that, congrats to the top 4 duelists that won the top of the event. And everyone, really. Next up, we have Frederico's top 8 sprite list. Now, this is just Frog Sprite. And they're also running Econ, but they're maining Dark Ruler and Super Poly. Now, Super Poly is a super powerful card, as we have Garura, Wings of Resonant Life, and Mud Dragon of the Swamp. So those 2 cards are very, very good. I'm happy that we have one of each. Now we just need one that is same attribute but different type. Or whatever. Same type, different attribute, I think. Because that would make the trio right there. Now, I want to talk about a couple techs. As we can still see, the Red Resonator along with the Artifact Scythe and Sanctums. Point still proven. And Underworld Goddess of the Closed Forest. Underworld Goddess is such a good card. And in my opinion, definitely is super underrated still. Other than that, this is a very standard list, and I honestly enjoy it. And finally, we have Rehan's top 8 list of the Adventurer Sprite. Now, as we can see, there's the Nimble Beaver with the Nimble Angler, because you want to get your Angler as soon as you can, so you can get 2 more materials just to summon out the Beavers. Now, as we can see, there's 1 triple tactic talent in the main deck. We also have 1 Dark Ruler No More 2, with 2 Super Poly. And in the side deck, we have the other Dark Ruler No More, along with an Ultimate Slate package of Troubled Sunny, Intis, and the Evil Twin Kiss-Killing Leela. Other than that, this has been 6 of the top 8 lists. I honestly cannot wait to see what YCS Rio de Janeiro brings to the table, but anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. See you guys in the next video. And sorry if I rambled here and there. Sorry if there was a few other things too. But anyways, see you guys in the next video.